Hi guys, Righteous Rhema here, bringing you your dose of truth for the day, and that is this. This is a good New Year's post. I'm going to read you all a quote by Mike Murdock. A request exposes the lazy, an instruction exposes the rebellious, a deadline exposes the disinterested. A request exposes the lazy, an instruction exposes the rebellious, and a deadline exposes the disinterested. Mike Murdock. So, it's a new year 2022, and I like to move different each year. I like to make the right adjustments each year. So, the instructions for this year, according to this quote, is you need to accept people for who they expose themselves to be. You need to accept people for who they expose themselves to be, okay? And you don't get mad at who they are. You be glad you saw it so that you can move accordingly. I'm a photographer. One of my jobs is photography. And one of the most important things about photography is exposure. It's exposure. Exposure is pretty much how much light is on the subject. And, you don't get mad that things are exposed. You just accept what it is. Now, in a camera, you can adjust, the lighting. But when it comes to people showing who they are, just be glad you see who they are. So an example of somebody being lazy. Let's say you have a 12-year-old son living in your house, and you're the parent, and you tell the child, hey, clean your room. You come back to the room 10 hours later, room's still a mess. That shows you that you have raised a lazy child, okay? Maybe his mother stuff, he might be sick, he might, his mother stuff going on, but he's lazy. An instruction exposes the rebellious. So let's say your boss says, hey, when you make a copy, don't copy front and back, only copy the front of the sheet. We don't want front and back. We want you to only copy the front, because when we fax it, we can't get the back page. So only copy something on the front of the page, right? But the boss go back to his coworker and they see they copy everything front and back. Say, well, it saves paper. I say twice as much paper. Okay, I did what I did. That's an example of a rebellious employee. And a deadline exposes this disinterested. So let's say a client wants photos. I send them my contract through the email. And I send them my contract in the email. And I say, please sign this by 10 o'clock at night before the photo shoot. 10 o'clock at night before the photo shoot comes and goes, if they don't sign it, they're disinterested. And when people expose themselves to be such kind of people, you don't get mad, you just move accordingly. If I send you a contract and you don't sign it, you don't want a photo shoot. And I'm keeping your non-refundable deposit. I don't care. I'm going to get paid regardless. If your boss tells you to copy front page only, you don't want to listen, you don't do it, he can inspire you and hire somebody else. Somebody else wants your job. No problem. Your child don't want to keep your room, you say, take away the game system and their cell phone. Problem solved. Make you no different. It ain't your room. You ain't got to live in the room. I bet they clean the room though for a game system and their cell phone though. Now, when people show you who they are, believe them. Now, I've been in recovery for codependency recovery, not for like people with alcohol or drugs, nothing like that, but just for me, in my case, of people who are just trifling people who are narcissistic, emotionally, spiritually abusive people. And so I worked on my recovery for the past 2.5 years, going on 3 years. And it has been a blessing for me to just accept people for who they are. And I realized that codependent people, what we try to do is we try to change people. We see how somebody is, and we try to change them to be who we want them to be. And to me, that's just as toxic as the person who's, who's trifling, who's being like the emotionally abusive person is just as trifling to me. Somebody shows you who they are, and you try to fight against it. You're like, no, it can't be true. It's not right. I'm going to manipulate. I'm going to cry. I'm going to have a temper tantrum. I'm going to have a pity party. I'm going to make you feel bad. I'm going to tell the whole church you didn't do it. I'm going to tell your daddy you didn't do it. I'm going to complain to the boss you didn't do it. It's like, when people show you who they are, believe them, accept them, and love them, and govern yourself accordingly. Move on to the next thing. Don't sit there and wait. Hey, you didn't reply to the email. I never got your contract. Why you didn't send your contract? You're late. You're over an hour late. The photo shoot's tomorrow. I'm on my way to the venue right now. No. When they don't do what you asked them to do by a certain deadline, you just move on. You sent the email, the contract. 10 o'clock was the deadline. They didn't sign it. Go on to the next client. Send them the contract. Going on to that venue. You don't have to sit there and then if a parent, let's say a parent shadow clean the room. Now, of course, parents are supposed to discipline your children. But even if your child don't want to clean the room, some of your parents take out the door of the room. Some parents take the kid's cell phone away. You know, you're not going to get a reward from me, like a cell phone or a game system that brings you so much delight and you don't do nothing I want and don't keep my house clean. You know, I won't give them nothing. I won't give them nothing. I'm not a parent, but I won't give a child nothing in my house if you don't do nothing I say. That's just me, because I'm not a parent. And then rebellious co-worker, you tell them to do something, they don't do it 10 times. Why you ain't fired them yet? Because you want to try to control them. You want to try to manipulate and control them. And I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Just get rid of them. If your husband keep cheating on you, you know, if you want to stay with him, whatever. If your boyfriend cheating on you, I don't speak on marriages, but if your boyfriend cheating on you, and you let him keep cheating on you, bring you home diseases and side babies, and you still with them, I mean, that's what you choose to do. I mean, they're not going to change. So this year, you all accept who people are and govern yourself accordingly. If they're not going to change, if they're going to show you who they are, accept them for who they are. Now, some people who love you, they will make compromises for you. They will make changes, adjustments for you. But if they won't make adjustments for you, either shut up and put up or get out. Shut up and put up or get out. Don't just be whining and complaining. I gave you all these Jordans. You won't clean your room. I gave you this game system. You won't clean your room. I took care of you. Your daddy walked out on us and you won't do right by me. And I let you get in football practice and you won't listen to me. And I got you the new bundles for your hair and you won't clean your room for me. All the manipulation stuff, y'all, that was so last year. We're not manipulating this year. When people show you who they are, accept, love, and govern yourself accordingly. You can keep giving them your blessings and your benefits of being in relationship with you, with them ignoring you if you want to, or you could be like me and just be like, I'm cutthroat. I'm cutthroat. You don't do what I want, I just don't fool with you. On that level. I fool with you in a lot of ways, but not on that level, okay? It is what it is. If they don't want to do what you say, be in a relationship with you, either shut up and put up, stay with them, make it enjoyable, or leave them alone. But don't manipulate. Don't try to change them. You can't change yourself. You definitely can't change them. You definitely can't change them, okay? So, real quick example. I'm home quarantining with COVID. I know I don't look like it. I know I don't sound like it. I know I don't feel like it. But I asked my little sister to bring me some wings, okay? My sister, I know how my little sister is. She moved funny. She literally went to the other side of town and told me I had to wait 2 hours to get some wings. Now, when she had COVID 2 weeks before, I got her food within 20 minutes, okay? And I got her some medicine. I was totally busy. I didn't have time, but I went and did it anyway because she was sick with COVID. I was sick with COVID. She was sick with COVID with her vaccinated self. I wasn't vaccinated. And I went and got her food immediately. And the old people would have called my big sister and said, yeah, Shaw so trifling. She didn't bring me my hot wings and da-da-da-da. And I was like, I'm not doing that this year. I don't care that much. I don't have time. I got too much to work. I got too much to do, and I got too much to do with myself. I ain't got time for that. I just went in the car, went to Zaxby, sanitized my card, handed it to the lady, had my mask on, and I just got my wings. When I want some wings today, I called my big sister and asked her to bring me some food. That's it. Ain't no need to complain and whining and crying and she didn't do it for me, I did it for her, and that's so wrong, so I'm ignoring her, I'm going to do silent treatment. I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. When someone shows you who they are, accept it. Believe them and keep loving them. And move different. You want something, go get it. Don't manipulate that person to do it for you. Just move different. Just be glad you're not sick. You know, I can be where I couldn't have got the house. But I can get the house. I'm in the house twice. I don't think I'm out there getting people infected. I got the house twice just to get food, okay? I wasn't trying to infect people. But I'm straight. So that's our rule for this next time period into my next video. Accept people for who they are supposed to themselves to be and love them and go about your business a different way. Thank you guys for watching. Please share and subscribe. Bye.